Grand Rising Tribe. It's a beautiful day. I hope everyone is taking some time out to enjoy it. Welcome to all my new and previous loyal subscribers. If you don't know me, my name is Kirk. I'm a divine channel, medium, reincarnation, earth angel, spiritual leader. Today we're going to pick a sign. Well, I'll be divinely guided on which sign to pick, and we're going to do a reading for you all to see what type of guidance you may need or what's going on in your life that you might want some clarity on. Jeez, how did this get so messed up? Either way, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to use the karma cards. This will be a timeless reading for, let's see which sign. We already did Libra. Let's see. Any specific sign want to jump out? Spirit? Oh, all right. So it looks like currently I'm going to be reading for the sign of Pisces. Okay. So if you have a Pisces placement in your ascending, rising, sun, moon, north node, south node, Mars, Venus placement, this reading will be for you. Okay. If you have Pisces and in any of those signs. Okay. And this reading could be pertaining to your dreams, idolizations, and possibly you're in a situation where you're maybe overwhelmed or part of something that's overwhelming, right? You possibly spiritually are having the ultimate experience. You might be going through a spiritual awakening, right? Mentally, you are becoming more conscious of your psychic and intuitive abilities, right? Let's see what's going on. I'm actually kind of excited for this one for you. Okay. Right now it is 11:30. Oh, okay. Wanted to make sure that video was uploading. Actually, let me make a shift so y'all are better able to see the cards. Get these decks on this side. Some of you may be going through travel via ocean, and you might be currently indecisive about something. So let's get to the bottom of this. So signs we've already taken. All right. So we're gonna start up here with Pisces and move all of this to that side. All right. So let's see. I'll pull out some tarot. Let's get some. All right. So we had the Sun in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. Possibly there's an offer that you're declining or an offer came through. You may not be in the highest spirits right now. Your energy may be off. But we're going to look at what you can do mentally, physically, and spiritually, right? Based on astrology, the zodiac, based on these tarot and oracle card readings, okay? Now, when I did start the reading, there was a bird that flew directly in front of me. Let's look up the type of bird that may be. Let's see. I want to get the name. It wasn't a crow. I'm currently in Florida. Let's see. Hold on. Brown birds. Let's see. So our bird friend looked like this. Boat-tailed grackle. Okay, so the spiritual symbolism of this is communication, resourcefulness, cheerfulness, intelligence, and emotional expression. These birds are known for their ability to adapt and thrive in various environments, which is a testament to their resilience and resourcefulness. All right. So it can be some of us are on different timelines, right? Some of us may be experiencing a bit of turmoil based on this indecision that I see coming up from the Pisces karma card. But then also, you may be fully awakening to who you are and your true power, right? Some of these senses beyond the original five senses that we are taught about in our society. Okay, so this can be any of the clairs, clairvoyance, claircognizance, right? Clairsentience. You'll want to look those up if you're not familiar with them. So let's see. I've already shuffled the deck. Cool. All right, Spirit. What's going on with our Pisces sign? Let's do a three-card spread. The recent past. Okay, Six of Wands. Oh, wow. We got the cards. Let's check it out. Let's see. Okay. So for our recent past, we have the Hermit, right? Possibly you were staying to yourself, isolating, digging deep into the books, doing anything for studying, illumination, really going within, right? Taking space for yourself, possibly self healing, things like that. Let's see what's going on. Then currently we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so you're possibly embodying this energy, very fiery, very self starting, right? Initiative taking, strong communication. Okay, and then we have the Six of Wands. So for the near future, we have the Six of Wands for our tarot card. So you're possibly moving forward with some plan or idea, something along those lines, right? It does look like you have a group around you, right? Possibly not agreeing with some of your ideas, Pisces. You're probably facing some type of contradiction as well. Because it looks like a lot of communication going on. In the recent past, you were focused more on yourself, getting things sorted, organized, figuring out what really needed to work for you. And then we move into the Six of Wands. The Queen of Wands and the Six of Wands. So a lot of communication, movement, moving forward, right? I think I did mention earlier possibly traveling by water or some things to do with water, right? But I'm seeing these shadowy figures at the bottom of this card, right? And I'm also noticing that this person's face is very straight laced, almost staying focused on what needs to be accomplished. So, what are you trying to accomplish, Pisces? Let's see. Okay. And then I'll also pull some karma cards to go with this message, possibly more towards our end. Let's see. I'm feeling inspired to use our die. Okay. So we do have some masculine energy here. Okay. Where did it go? There it is. All right, from our die. So you're moving forward with something, definitely in an action oriented place. We have the number nine for completion. Want to make sure that kind of focuses where you can see. And then we have a Cancer sign. So something may be going on within a relationship, within your emotions, something to do with connections, your home, your safety, right? Changes around this. Let's check it out. I want to use the Higher Self Oracle deck. Love this deck. I tend to enjoy these cards that have a very blatant meaning that leaves room for interpretation as well. And as you know, I generally read intuitively if you haven't been following me. So sometimes I don't go specifically with the meanings that are on the cards. I'm picking up the energies, what I feel, what I see, what my senses tell me, what my psychic insights are telling me as well. Let's see what's going on. All right, Spirit, what's going on for Pisces? So it seems like self discovery, definitely, based on the cards we have so far. And it seems that you're setting out on a new mission. Wow, intuition, right? Fairly similar to what I just mentioned. Your intuition may be deeply heightening, things may be unveiled. With that sun in reverse that we first pulled when the deck was cut, it can be that some things are still hidden from you, or you feel that you're missing the mark on certain things. But Spirit is letting you know to follow your intuition, right? Whatever you were questioning, whatever you're like, what if, or how could, or you're most likely right. Okay, especially if it has something to do with a masculine energy, a masculine Cancer, right? Possibly born on the ninth, someone born on the ninth of the month, ninth day, right? 87 are also numbers that I'm seeing for any further confirmations. And let's do one more card. Oh, these wanted to come out, but I caught them. Let's see. Any other spirit? Any other messages from the Higher Self Oracle deck for my Pisces gang? Oh, freedom. I feel that these are very clear cards, right? So you have intuition and freedom. Possibly looking for the freedom to be, the freedom to do what you want to do, freedom from a relationship, freedom from a job, freedom from experiences of the past, right? Because I see the hermit looking in for intuition, right? Looking into the self, the higher self, the conscious, the subconscious. And then I see the hermit looking at this queen of wands, so almost a transformation possibly happened recently, and it does make sense as we are in Mercury retrograde currently, and we recently had a solar eclipse, man, a solar eclipse which equipped you with possibly a strengthened intuition, awakening more to your psychic and spiritual ethereal self, right? That part of you that's greater or beyond just the 3D portion of reality. Now, I wanted to point out that this Queen of Wands, if we look at this quick past, present, and future spread, we'll see that the Hermit is looking over at this Queen of Wands standing in a defensive position. And then we have this Six of Wands, which is coming through and illuminating to me some difficulties possibly, or you moving forward anyway despite of that, because remember, we don't look at the gender in tarot, it's just the energy. Okay, and you have two major arcana cards, so this isn't something that's too light. This may be something that you feel is very important or heavy. Let's check out our sacred symbol oracle deck. Also enjoy this deck. All right, I did see new life, meditate was on the bottom of the deck. So it really seems like a fresh start, and it does go with the spring equinox that recently happened, new things bursting into your life. I'm excited about this for you because currently you're in this Queen of Wands position, which is a very strong position to be in. I mean, she is a queen, right? So almost being the best at something that you're attempting to do, you following your own intuition, listening to your own advice, following your own path, right? Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is definitely aligning as well with the energies that I'm picking up. It's you got power, which is the number 46. That breaks down to 10, which breaks down to 1. So new beginnings, right? This energy of moving forward with something, right? Turning your back on the past or turning your back on possible beliefs that you've had previously. And then we have shift, right? With the number 9 again. So that's two nines that have come up. 9 may be significant. You may be born on the 9th, right? And yellow with your solar plexus chakra, right? And then we have this violet color with this very powerful symbol that I'll get into. I'll go ahead and look into the book for us. But essentially, you're shifting, you're having a power shift. There's a shift of power going on, and something going on with the spiritual community recently is talking about the integration of our old earth and our new earth energetically, and how the polarities of earth are switching and changing, almost representing as in the year of 2024, the year of the snake, I believe it is, that we are shifting. The powers, those that were in control, are no longer going to be in control. I'm sure if you keep up with anything related to the 3D world, as far as social media, stars, anything like this in political life, anything that's practically related that you might see on the news, you'll see that a lot of famous stars are currently going through a lot of uncovering of who they truly are, what they really believe. And I don't believe so much in the good and bad. It's much more a balance of where are you placing yourself to find the most freedom, right? Your inner power, your inner authority, right? That's divinely granted to you. So it looks like you're going through this shift of power, which definitely resonated with you using your intuition, leading you towards freedom, right? You had to go and hermit, think about a few things, reanalyze, right? Look into, dissect, get information on. And it looks like you got your information and you're moving forward. And there seems to be a huge shift that may be affecting yourself and others that may be opposing this change that you wanted to make or that you are making successfully, actually. I'm not seeing anything that looks detrimental on the board at all. So this is really good. Let's see. I'm also going to use our mystical shaman deck. Love this deck as well. Shaman, you may relate with the word shaman. You may relate to terms of intuition, right? Sixth sense. Let's see. Okay. The card that fell over is the coyote spirit with the number 12. That breaks down into a 3. We'll look up what that means possibly shortly. Let me go ahead and separate the cards. Let's see what our shaman oracle has for us. So we have the coyote that first presented itself. Oh, all right. Then we have many paths with our number 34, which breaks down into a 7, a very spiritual number. So I'm going back again. This is a spiritual awakening, a shift within yourself, your consciousness, and you following your north node, right? Your north node being the path that your soul wants you to take, what your soul came here and reincarnated for, right? And I'm going to take this lightning as well, the number 30, which is also a 3, very spiritual numbers here. And Pisces is known as one of the most spiritual signs. It's so intuitive for them, they may not even notice it. You may not even notice it, right? So shifts in dynamics of family and home life, right? You're in a very masculine energy, or possibly a masculine energy is involved. The ninth is very significant. Something could be happening on the ninth, happening in 9 days, right? Let's get more information. All right. My Libra video just posted as well. If you have a Libra friend or are concerned with anything to do with a Libra, okay. And finally, I want to pull the rest of the karma cards. Just wanted to do a quick message for you. So this is pertaining to your intuition, your freedom. You may be releasing yourself from jobs, relationships, experiences. You're having a shift to your power, a shift in power. And it doesn't seem that you are the individual or part of the group that's losing power, right? You're realizing you have many paths. It's almost like lightning has struck you. I don't know if you've had a dream. I am seeing more bird symbolism, right? More wings. I see horses, right? So something can be going on with nature and travel, as I told you, right? And if you look at this freedom card, it's soaring above, going to the light over this steep mountainscape, right? It seems that you've possibly escaped something, right? Or freed yourself, rather. So let's see. All right, let me get a house and a planet card, Spirit, to further empower this message. So we have our first house card, which is in, again, the ninth house. Something is coming to completion. You are right there, right? The ninth house has to do with spiritual values, long range thinking or travel, and, what you want to be shared, possibly. Okay. Sharing things, doing things in a big way. Philosophies and law may be involved, right? Something coming to completion with the case, something going on with the courts, maybe. And you seeing a bigger picture of the interconnectedness between all people, right? I definitely would suggest listening to Abraham Hicks for some of that consciousness, as well as Dolores Cannon. She was very interesting as well. But it definitely seems that you're going into much higher frequencies. I'm going to get some of these books to go even further into it, just to add to the intuitive messages that I've picked up. But I also like to circle back and look at the specific meanings of the cards, just to help you better intuit and understand what I'm communicating to you. But right now, it seems like a personal transformation is going on where your intuition is on fire or ignited. Like if you look in this image, the eye is literally surrounded by yellow light, which means creativity. Your mind. It's almost like your mind is just waking up, sparking awake, almost like a lightning bolt has hit you, and you intuitively know what to do next in your situation, right? And it definitely seems like a power shift. And I picked up court, travel, right? The number 3 is significant. The number 7 is significant. 9 has come out 3 times, so that's definitely significant. I like to think of it as my teachers would say to me in school and in college and any educational source. If I'm repeating it more than once, it's not. It may be important, right? And you've had the 9 3 times, so definitely look up that symbolism. Oh, we got another house card. All right, I'm going with this planet card as is the first one to come up. Again, Mars. So the Pisces sign by nature is a very feminine energy. However, excuse me, let me go get these books. However, it looks like you're embracing a lot of masculine energy. There's a lot of masculine energy going on. Let's see. Oh no, have I misplaced it? Let's see. Get some of these books for us. And let me go to these karma cards first. So we already had that sign. Let's check this out. Right. So we want to do planets, signs, and houses. And this will give us some action steps for you to take and also where you can place your frame of mind, what to do for your spiritual, mental, and physical, right? So you got your ninth house again. Something definitely significant going on in your ninth house, right? And let's just do some further breakdown. Reading is always good for us. I want to look into this ninth house for you. That seems to be very significant. And this will help us pinpoint exactly where these changes are possibly occurring for you. So the ninth house derives its meaning from the 10th house. While the authority figures symbolized by the 10th house, the ninth house symbolizes the authority of concepts and ideas that are respected by the world. The ninth house authority is important because we know it has made an impression on others, and so we will seek it out. We have heard about the philosophy of the ninth house source because of another ninth house process, the widespread dissemination of knowledge, right? This brings internet publishing and broadcasting under the heading of ninth house activities. These concepts could be twisted to represent propaganda and fake news unless we use our higher mind, our ability to see the forest and not just the trees, to discriminate or discern between what is being presented to us as an absolute truth and what we know or believe to be true. For this reason, the ninth house has come to be associated with higher learning, including both the teaching process involved and the knowledge and the wisdom to use that knowledge that is supposed to be conveyed by institutes of higher learning. The ninth house image of wise judgment of a respected authority leads to the concepts of justice and laws. But justice and laws must exist within the framework of the culture that gives rise to their existence. Customs may be considered Customs must be considered when framing laws, or else the laws will be disobeyed. The combination of customs and philosophy results in religion. But at the core of all religions and the spiritual values that we put into words by the founders slash philosophers who tried to best explain the nature of God. Quite a task. It's easy to see why travel that expands your understanding of the world and your place in it is a ninth house affair. Travel can be viewed as the other end of broadcasting. And instead of the world coming to you, you go out and see the world. The world will also observe and interact with you as you encounter new customs and philosophies of life. And so the ninth house enables you to form goals that are not solely based on the influence of personal experience and teachings. The perspective allowed by the ninth house offers us opportunities to step outside of our individual self and view the world a little more the way God might see it, with tolerance and appreciation for the differences of others. The ninth house is ruled by the planet Jupiter and the sign of Sagittarius. All right. So it definitely seems that if you have something going on with the law or courts, um, that definitely seems to be coming to a positive outcome for you, right? You're connecting to the broader world, right? Connecting to that oneness that I spoke about previously, okay? You're seeing a shift in your personal power, possibly a shift in power within whatever you define as your world, okay? Wow, these are very clear cards. And we did discuss traveling earlier, right? So there may be some traveling included in this. Maybe you're leaving a home, a separation, family, relationship, job, mindsets, habits, right? But your end result is leading towards freedom. You're finding power. Okay, let's look at these sacred symbols so I can give you a bit more on that as well. So we have power, which is 49. Oh no, I'm sorry, 46. And that breaks down to a 10, right? So our sacred symbols are letting us know you are powerful, you are worthy, you are sovereign. It is time to remember your worth. Drawing this card invites you to take your place in the starring role of your life. There is no need to play small here. You are being granted permission to display your strengths for all to see at this time. It does no service for you to hide your gifts. Drawing this card can also indicate that it is time for you to call your power back from any situation where it may have been taken or given away. And this is the Isis crown. And if you're not sure, who Isis is, you can do some research. That deity or that god may be trying to connect with you to help you awaken your past lives, the gifts from your past lives, your spiritual inheritance, right? So it all ties into what I'm seeing. It looks like you went in hermit, discovered yourself, woke up to new parts of yourself. You got struck by lightning either in a dream, daydream, broad daylight. Your senses were tapped in. You may have had intense deja vu, right? Some experience with another person or individuals really showed you some things about them and about yourself. And now you're calling your power back, right? From your recent past being in hermit. Okay. You can look up some call your power back affirmations. I love those. You'll definitely see an instant result almost instantaneously if you're open to it. Okay. Yeah, you're shifting power. This is really good. And we'll get to the karma card messages letting you know exactly what you can do in the spiritual, mental, and physical realms. Okay. So the crown of Isis and sometimes the crown of Hathor, is made up of the sun dust cradled in cow's horns. The sun and the cow were both worshipped in ancient Egypt as symbols of the different but equal powers of the feminine and the masculine. Right. So you're coming into this divine balance within yourself. Your divine masculine energies and your divine feminine energies are balancing out. And it looks like it's opening you up back to the world. It seems that you're coming back into the world with full force, being in this current state of the Queen of Wands. I mean, you're feeling powerful, you're feeling energized, you're ready to change the world, right? And let's look up nine, shift. Shift, miracles, divine intervention, the end of stagnation, and divine inspiration are here now. Drawing this card signifies an aha moment, a sudden change in any situation that was stuck or blocked. A welcome change or answer you have been seeking is here now. Meditate on this symbol when you are feeling stuck, unsure of which way to go, or having a block creatively. So the symbol is supposed to be the breakthrough symbol. And I mean, it all goes in tandem with everything that I saw from the tarot cards, what we've pulled from your higher self oracle cards, what I'm seeing from our shaman mystical, from our mystical shaman oracle deck, right? You're having a major breakthrough about your power and it's shifting you into a powerful position. Anything that you had questions to are coming to you intuitively. Don't ignore them. It may feel unnatural, it may feel like it doesn't make sense, but this is about a deep inner knowing. Okay, this is about you not going with what you're just seeing, right? This is about seeing beyond the veil, seeing beyond face value, okay? Really using your gifts to discern what is best for you or possibly others, right? And at this point, it looks like you're focusing on yourself and not in a selfish way, but in a way of giving all the love that you give out back to yourself, right? And it seems like it's your time. Divine intervention, right? Freedom, lightning, these are all pointing to me that you are going through an awakening. Maybe this is your first one. Welcome to spirituality. Welcome to who you are, right? Welcome to seeing beyond what we currently have access to, Okay. But for you, it looks like you're going through the veils. I'm excited for you. And it looks like you're with these many paths. Like I told you, there's something about travel here again. And let me go ahead and look at what these karma cards are telling me. Let's see. So spiritually, what's going on here? Let me verify this as well. Let me give you an idea of what actions you should take. Okay. So let's look at the actions you should take first based on what might be going on. Spiritually, energize your dreams as if it or they came from all that there is, right? Mentally, you want to confront your idolization of the philosophies and laws involved, right? And physically, force yourself to be a part of something overwhelming and do it in a big way, right? So I don't know if this is joining a group, if you're starting something online, if you're becoming your own boss, right? If you're changing your belief system and being that one person in your family that clearly has an inner knowing of something and you're about to share it in a big way. I mean, this is all just confirmation in every way. So those are your action steps spiritually, mentally, and physically, right? So practically and physically, you want to do it in a big way. Oh, yeah, you want to force yourself to be a part of something overwhelming and do it in a big way. This is a divine intervention. You're going to have an aha moment of how to do this safely, right? And then the outcome, the drive for spirituality to ultimately experience spiritual values, right? That's what's going on spiritually. The drive for spirituality to ultimately experience spiritual values. Mentally, the confronting of trusting your psychic knowledge of long range thinking or travel. So you possibly could be astral projecting. You possibly can be going through dimension shifts. If you're unfamiliar with that, you can take a look at the third dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension. They go up to infinity. But most recently, our society has been doing more studies in the form of astrophysics, with our ability to connect between the 3D, 4D, right? And then physical action resulting from the indecision of or about what is to be shared. So it seems like you went into hermit recently, you're moving forward anyway, and you were in an indecision, right? I told you we can be on different timelines. Some of us have already passed this point that are Pisces, and some of us are in this place of awakening to this and what does this all mean, right? So you really might want to start with looking up your birth chart, finding out how spirit is speaking to you, go within for yourself because the answers really come from you. We are the co-creators of our reality, right? So I want you to take some time, meditate on these two symbols, right? To get that clarity, that aha moment of the shift, and then focus on the Isis crown, right? The balance of your feminine and masculine energies, and see how incongruence or even in a symbiotic relationship with these energies, how they really can grant you the power to accomplish the life of your dreams, do what you want, right? Because there are many paths for us to go down. Okay. And I'll also read these as well, the Oracle Shaman. Ah, there is one other deck I wanted to grab for you all. I won't keep this too long. All right, so many paths. We have number 34. Let's go here. I hope all of this is resonating. If any of this is resonating so far, okay. So we're looking for our many paths. Page 68 and lightning 60. 68 may be significant. 6-8, right? So July 8th, possibly. Someone's age can be 68. Let's see. Many paths, the essence. All paths lead to spirit. What you bring to your journey is what will determine if yours is a path of suffering, a path of wisdom, a path of bliss, or a path of loss. Consider the traveler who met two stonemasons. He asks one what he asks one what he is doing, and the mason replies, I am squaring out this stone. He asks the other, who is doing the exact same thing, and gets the reply, I am building a cathedral. One man has a job, the other man has found his work and calling. He is part of an endeavor much greater than himself. Be sure you pick a path with heart. The invitation, right? Your call now is to take a big, bold step and leave the beaten path. Heaven and earth are conspiring on your behalf to support you in this move. Do not dally lest you miss the moment. It's time to sail into the uncharted. Be sure you attend to both your path through this earth as well as your journey through the stars, right? So finding that balance between spiritual and their practical needs that need to be met, right? I mean, this is simply just confirming again that you're possibly in a place where the path you were on, you felt that this was your destined path and where you needed to be, but you have awoken to some truths within yourself. The divine has granted you access into higher consciousness, and now it's your time to apply that knowledge, understand that knowledge exists, possibly share it, and use that knowledge, right? Turn it into wisdom of what you've understood, right? Coming back from this power and shift. Okay. And now we had page 60 for lightning, which both came upright. So these are invitations, right? The essence of this lightning card, right? The formidable electrical discharge of a lightning bolt brightens the sky and strikes the earth, accompanied by the mighty sound of thunder. This phenomenon has a positive aspect. The light illuminates the earth and the psyche, but there is a destructive side as well. The bolt can burn and even kill if it's too strong, right? So and if we look at this card, this lightning bolt, if you look, you can kind of see on the camera that this lightning bolt almost seems to be in the torso of a person, form of a human, right? So this is a light awakening with inside you. Like I said, this is an awakening. You went into hermit and now you're accepting this knowledge, this intuition, this freedom that you are getting from aligning your masculine and feminine energies, shifting your power, right? You have this drive to spiritually, you have the drive for spirituality to ultimately experience spiritual values, right? So it looks like you're going down that unbeaten path. I mean, this is great. And the invitation, the forces of the upper world are investing their gathered energies to ignite you with new inspiration and creativity. Allow this divine gift of awakening to take root in your being and enjoy a renewed sense of clarity, passion, and vision. Man, this is a great reading. Whoever you are, I don't know. You may be another one of an earth angel. You may be a part of the 144,000, right? But you have awoken. Welcome. So I'm so curious to see if any of this resonates with anybody, right? Yeah, this is very good stuff. Let me see something. right? And with Mars coming out, you may have to put up a bit more of a fight than you're used to, right? Because you may have a lot of naysayers, but Spirit is letting you know that literally you are being guided to this, okay? Wow. Okay. Wow. Man, that's really good. And I'll allow you to ask, let's do one of the Angel Answers Oracle cards, right? I'll go ahead and I'll let you go ahead and ask one question and we'll see what Spirit has to say. I've already split on the situation will improve and remain positive. All right, let's see. Go ahead and ask your question, Spirit. Let's see what the collective answer for our Pisces tribe is. Those with the sign of Pisces and their rising, Sun, Moon, South, North Node, Aries, Venus. Okay, so we have compromise that came out. Okay, so we might need to compromise on some things with people. And we also have trust, right? Trust in the divine, your higher self, enlightened energies. Okay, well, I'm excited to see if any of this resonated with you all. That's it for now, Pisces. See you next time.